Question 61. When gas is heated to the point of ionization, it is referred to as which of the following? Answer: plasma. Question 62. Which of the following best describes the type of grinding wheel that should be employed with softer metals? Answer: a harder wheel. Question 63. When GM a W with a constant voltage power supply, what impact does a decrease of welding current generally have on the weld? Answer: decrease in weld penetration, decrease in weld width, decreased in bead height. Question 64. When air carbon arc gouging SAA, what is the minimum electrode extension before it is recommended to be discarded? Answer: 2 inches or 50.8 millimeters. Question 65. Which of the following is a characteristic of GMAW short circuit transfer mode, which makes it vulnerable to cold lap? Answer: slower travel speed and a large bead. Question 66. Which of the following is an advantage of employing a water shroud in the plasma arc cutting pack torch? Answer: noise and fume reduction. Question 67. Which of the following weld faults can be caused by contamination from a temperature crayon? Answer: hot cracking. Question 68. The temperature at which carbon dioxide gas begins to condense water vapor into water is known as which? Answer: dew point. Question 69. Which of the following weld faults or discontinuities are typically undetectable by eye and require specialized testing to discover? Answer: incomplete fusion. Question 70. Which of the following is performed for faster and cleaner cutting when oxyacetylene cutting thin sheet metal? Answer: the torch or lead angle should be between 15 and 20 degrees. Question 71. How would the small defect overlap be repaired? Answer: carefully remove excess metal and blend. Question 72. When a 2G groove weld is required to be FA, which of the following would best describe the appropriate technique to apply the fill weld, passes after the root weld? Answer: weaves. Question 73. When gas tungsten arc welding GTAW, aluminum with alternating current AC, which of the following best describes what is providing the cleaning action? Answer: the DCEP part of the power cycle. Question 74. When gas tungsten arc welding GTAW, which of the following best describes what can happen if a ceramic nozzle has weld spatter built up inside? Answer: cause shielding gas turbulence and possible atmospheric contamination. Question 75. When referring to a welder power supply, which of the following best describes open circuit voltage, OCV? Answer: the power supply voltage when there is no welding taking place. Question 76. Which of the following best describes how an acetylene cylinder valve should be opened? Answer: open slowly, no more than 1.5 turns. Question 77. Undercut is discovered on the final weld pass. Which of the following would be the best course of action? Answer: lightly grind the undercut and apply a small amount of weld. Question 78. Which of the following electrodes should not be stored in a rod oven? Answer: cellulosic. Question 79. Given the GMIBU electrode ER70CX, what does the letter C represent? Answer: composite filler metal. Question 80. When using plasma arc to gouge, which of the following best describes the impact of increasing the standoff on the resulting gouge? Answer: increases the width and decreases the depth.